Hi, everybody. Welcome to All on the Table. We are the first Saturday stream that's happening on our new solo channel. We are still part of the Transverse family, but we are here running our own side of things. We wanted to capture the tabletop audience more than the just chatting and news audience that has been the bread and butter of the Transverse channel. I am, as always, Jen Giggles. I am your game master, host, and director of programming for everything here. You can find me most social media under Jen Giggles, giggles.jen, stuff like that. I'm around in a lot of places. And we're coming in for Secrets of Small Gods with a really exciting moment. Right before we ended last session a couple months ago. Apologies for not making it in September due to not having enough players. Billy's character Layla had just been swept overboard in a storm by a wave. So we're going to catch up on what's going to happen there, and you'll get to see how this works out for the party, the shenanigans that are happening. So, and we're going to bring everybody on. We do have a new player in with us, and you'll get to meet him shortly. Scruffy, take it away.
Howdy, everybody. I am Matthew R. Dawson, a.k.a. Scruffy Wanderer on the tweets and the instas. You can find me over on my channel every Monday and Wednesday. We're called Random Rhapsody over on YouTube. You can also find us as @random_Rhapsody on Twitter and Random Rhapsody over on Blue Sky. That's it for me.
Okay.
Billy?
Okay. Hi, I'm Billy. My pronouns are she, her. I am playing the character Lila, not Layla, Lila. Rhymes with Smila. I don't know. That doesn't help. But it's not Layla. It's Lila. So now we know. And when I'm not doing this, I work with queer youth and adults, and that's a lot of fun. But I also do some podcasting, which we actually just released an episode of our podcast after a lengthy summer hiatus, all about the fifth entry into the Friday the 13th canon. The podcast is called Nothing to Fear, and it's all about horror movies and our relationship to them. So check that out wherever you get podcasts. You can also check me out. I'm on Design Billy on Instagram, and I am 100% not on Twitter. So don't look for me there.
And yes. Tensei, our newest player. Welcome.
Hello, I'm Tensei, the newest player. You know me from, around. I'm excited to join a long form Pathfinder game. It's been on my list for a while. You find me pretty much behind the scenes of things over on the Bard Rock network of shows. I normally not on camera, behind the scenes as like a producer and assistant and things like that. But that's it. I'm bad at endings. Hi.
Hello.
All right. So, picking up where we left off, Lila has been swept overboard by a big wave. This following rule I've actually does not exist in Pathfinder as a core, at least not in second edition. The second edition revised, I'm not sure on. I haven't checked those rules specifically. But I'm taking this from this check you're about to do. I'm taking this out of the Everyday Heroes game, and it's called a group skill check. You may roll whatever you want of the skills I give you a list of. And at least half of the party must succeed for this to work.
Oh, no.
No.
Uh-oh. So I want either... So you can roll what you wish on this, from acrobatics,
No.
or athletics,
Also no.
or a a reflex save. It's one of those three, any one of those three, and you have to succeed at it. This is a in Pathfinder. They have difficulty levels as you go up. D&D has them as well, but I'm going to tell you the DC outright because I think it's a little more tense if you're trying to roll on Roll20 and you don't know what's coming. It's not like your personal die. You got to hit at least a 15 to succeed.
Oh, okay.
So it's 50% chance of hitting that. Or you got 50% of you have to hit that. So 2 out of the 4 characters have to hit that. Unfortunately, with Gwendolyn away this week for family stuff, it happens. But
Okay.
go ahead, roll away. Show me what you got.
I'm gonna do so acrobatics, athletics, or a reflex saving throw.
You got it.
Oh boy.
Well, this is going to be very interesting. Now, for Ty, Ty's just a nimble kitty, so Ty not too worried about this. Not got the 19.
Do you want me to, or am I not in the scene?
Oh, you're in the scene.
Okay, all right.
This is how we're if this succeeds, this is how we're introducing you.
Absolutely, will do. Where's the? Here we go.
4. I rolled 4.
13.
I'm also rolling for Raina, so I guess I'll just go jumping in and try to grab her. And I rolled a 23.
Hell yeah!
That's awesome. Raina saves the day by throwing the rope just right.
Help! I'm falling overboard.
I seem to remember that I had grabbed onto a rope and was swinging, trying to grab onto Lila in the last episode. So could we say that Raina's there helping me, throwing me that rope as I jump up, grab it, and go swinging out to reach out and grab onto Lila?
Yeah. It's basically so. What happens here is one of the crew members comes rushing over and starts tying off a rope. And you guys haven't met the crew member yet, but it's a kitsune. I'll let Tensei describe themselves.
Yeah. Like, as soon as the wave crashes through, you see a very dark, like almost black furred kitsune with just kind of a jerkin on and no real other top, completely ripped. the exact opposite of what you normally expect from a normally very small and lithe species is just a bodybuilder foxman who, as soon as the wave crashes through, begins to run towards the edge of the ship to jump in, sees 2 people do it before him, and then goes to instead help secure and tie the rope to to bring him back in and create that line.
So as Scruffy is, so we've got Ty just swinging out, and the rope is not quite long enough, but all of a sudden another rope flies right past your face that you can grab onto and hold in place as Lila grabs it and just starts wrapping it around yourself without any concern for a knot. She's just going like this and tucks it in and goes,
I can't do it. Help me. I'm falling overboard.
As you swing back, you pull the rope tight and Ty just pulls Lila close up. And then Ishi, the crewmate, just grabs and just hauls the rope quick as can be and pulls Lila back on board. Unfortunately, as she comes back on board, Lila, having swallowed some seawater and everything, just kind of hacks out a bunch and passes out on deck.
Oh God.
And Lila is unconscious for the next 2 days.
All right, this was great. I'll see you.
It was fun playing with you. Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.
Now the boat.
See ya.
So soon, about 3 days later, after Lila's awoken.
Hello, I'm back.
Oh, it's nice to see you again.
What happened? I fell over the water and you saved me. Thank you so much, everybody.
Oh, that's what we do. That's what we do. Have you met our new friend Ishi over here?
I do not know Ishi. This Fox fellow here. Hello.
Yeah, I don't know if I just work on this boat.
That's okay.
You've seen me around.
Well, you
yes,
helped
that's
out,
right.
so you're a friend to me. That's all I got to say.
Well, thank you for not letting me drown. If I have to drown in any water, I don't want it to be salt water. I want it to be a nice swampy water.
I don't know if I can help you with that, but I will make sure you do not drown out here, at least.
Thank you. This is too much ocean. Are we almost where we're going to? Because I don't like a boat, it turns out.
Yeah. About a day after you awaken, the boat puts into the Garnasta Archipelago, your destination, for some repairs. Then they need to replace parts of masts and do some work. So they're going to take some time to do that. And you all show up here on our very large starting island on the dock.
Woo!
No, check this place out. It is just a veritable jungle out there.
Yes, it's quite
It
jungly.
really is very jungle. This is a fairly medium-sized island. There's actually some ruins you see, and a little trail you can kind of make it out that leads over to what appears to be a actual still standing building that says, that seems to have a shingle hanging off of it, but you can't read quite what the shingle says from where you're at. It's a little too overgrown.
What do we know about this place? Are we supposed to be doing anything for the boat, or are we just hanging out here?
This is your destination. This is where you guys were sent off to see what's going on.
Gotcha.
There's some weird stuff going on with some of the gods in the area, and this is where you were sent.
Did we have a contact that we were looking for, or anything like that? Just checking out the island itself.
Checking it out. It was kind of like it was kind of like mystical senses telling you that this is where it goes.
Well, if we're on the docks and we're checking out the jungle there, do we see anybody besides our crew or anything like that?
Not here, not immediately. As I said, there's what appears to be an intact building, but there's some ruins lying around. A little to the north, a little to the south. Kind of make them out.
Well, what do you think there, Lila? I mean, I don't know about you, but we could use probably use a little extra help out there. And that old Fox dude over there on the boat seems pretty burly. Think we could go and recruit him to give us a little hand?
As long as he doesn't lick everything and taste everything without any regard for his own sense of safety and health, then I'm fine with it.
Why would I do that?
Okay. Well, listen, we had a fellow, a fine, nice young man who was a little bit impulsive, we'll say, kindly. So as long as you're not tasting the weapons and the slimes and funguses, then we'll be great. I got no problem with you being here. Sorry, I have to reload Roll20. It's like effing up on me.
No worries.
I do not plan on being incompetent.
Yeah, well, nobody plans on it, but that's when you got to watch yourself extra.
Lila beat me to it.
Okay, I was gonna say no, I have a job to do, but now I think I need to keep good on my promise of stopping you from drowning, so I am coming with.
Listen, this is too humid for me. It's a jungle. I'm not used to this humidity. My hair is out of control.
Are you going to drown in the air?
I could, you don't know.
Yeah.
You know, they do say that the warmer weather, the warmer tropical weather is good for the old bones, Lila, so this might help you out a little bit.
It might help me out a little bit. Yes, I had some freaking crazy dreams while I was on the ship, by the way, but I don't know how much I remember. Probably not a lot, right? Right? Imaginary voice I can hear. How much of my dream can I remember?
You can remember all of your dream.
Oh, it's a lot. Okay.
Okay, well,
For those of you who don't know, Billy and I played a solo session, just the two of us, that covers what happened while Lila was unconscious. That
had
will
to
go
walk
up
for so
on
long.
YouTube shortly after this episode
Yes.
gets also put up on YouTube.
So much walking, make an old woman walk so much is very unkind.
sounds like you had some crazy dreams there, Lila.
Yes,
Well,
crazy dreams.
well, my Kitsune friend here, my name's Ty, this is Lila, that's Raina down there, Raina Frost. What's your name? I didn't catch it.
You introduced me. It's fine. Hi. Yeah, I'm Ishi. Nice to meet you again.
Great to meet you, Ishi.
Absolutely. Well, let's get this going then, shall we?
Yes, onward and upward, or inward
All right.
or outward.
You should all be seeing the starting island now, the first location on this adventure. Yes, I took a page out of Kingdom Hearts and named it Starting Island instead of the Island of Beginnings. It just worked for me, right?
I'm down
Okay,
for it.
let's go explore this map and this island.
All right. So, do you guys explore the island, move around a few things?
Yeah, I guess we're going to start heading into the island. I'm going to keep an eye out for anything coming to poke us or anything like that as we make our way towards, I guess, the big building?
Yeah, those ruins could be a great place to start. Or do we want to set up a camp first, maybe? A home base?
Don't we have the
So-
boat? We could probably sleep on the boat if we need to.
Is that our
If
boat
you
that's
need
not
to,
going to
yeah.
leave? It's not going to, like, sail away?
No, they won't leave. It's going to take them a little bit to do some repairs and stuff. So,
Okay, great. Well, then, never mind. Let's go to the, head to this ruins. Why not?
About what time of day is it?
it's early to mid morning.
Okay. Got some sun.
The boat arrived late last night, but instead of pulling up to the dock when you couldn't see, they waited till morning to row in. So,
That's fair. So yeah, let's move in. I'll take point and keep a lookout as we're going forward.
Yes, that sounds great.
you guys move through. You guys can pretty much explore this island as freely as you want. When you do get close to the standing building, you can kind of make out the shingle. It's a little washed off, but it says Dockmaster's office.
Oh, this is a Dockmaster's office.
I'm gonna just call out, "Hello there, Dockmaster. Is anybody home?"
And an older, much older gentleman opens the door and says, "Yes."
Oh, welcome.
Well, hello there. We hear from the Pathfinders Association, and we heard that you all having some trouble over here on this here island.
Yeah, the archipelago's had some issues. Well, why don't you take my boat? And he motions towards a dock that you can see just to the north with a rowboat, and head over to the inn. They can explain things to you. You can't miss the inn. It's the biggest building on the archipelago.
That's just great. Another boat already. Okay.
Lots of islands here. Anything you could tell us interesting about these ruins here on this one island?
Points to the ones right next door. That used to be my office. And I think that used to be a different office, pointing to the ones to the north. I don't really know. They're really, really old. They've been around a while. There was some church here in the archipelago at some time, but we haven't had a cleric since before I was born.
What kind of religion was this church? Who was the god there?
Don't know.
Oh, okay.
How trustworthy does he seem? Is he telling the truth?
He's 100% telling the truth.
Okay.
He's an old man who just doesn't care anymore.
That's fair.
Okay.
Well, thank you for the information. We'll go ahead and head over to that inn.
All right, I'm going to go back to bed.
All right. Good job, Doc Master.
I'd like to just walk around his house real quick and cast Detect Magic just for funsies.
There's nothing. There is absolutely nothing on this island.
That's fine.
He didn't
No
make us
check.
pay any dock fees.
No.
Should we have paid? Okay, I'm not going to offer.
He
No.
didn't ask. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go
right.
prepare this boat.
All right, off I go. I'm a slow old woman, so hang on.
Well, Ishi, I assume you know how to handle a boat, being and all that. I don't know a damn thing about it, so we're kind of leaving it to you.
Yeah, I was a bosun. I know a bit.
It's a wide enough canoe. You can pretty much paddle both sides. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So you said your dad's name Bo?
No,
That's very good. That's very good, Tybalt.
I would push you overboard, but you haven't paid us for the trip back yet.
That's fair. The look on your face was worth it.
Kelly cameo.
That was great. All right. We're going to grab I'm moving you guys over to the and it takes about 20 minutes, 30 minutes of paddling to get to this island. Because you are all just doing your best not to tip over, since most of you are not experienced in this kind of stuff at all. Grab you, move back over, get the zoom out a bit more. Where was the? Yeah. So you pull up and you park your boat right about here, and on the upper left hand side of the map, up in this area. I'm not hiding any of this particular map from you because it is pretty well just the village.
Ooh.
You can see there's a bunch of small houses around, lots of little things. Some of them appear to have like a second story on them, that sort of thing. And you can easily, just see what's there. It's not too wide, not too far apart. There's a few like fields, little like crop fields around. A couple of them on the same island as the inn. The inn is over here, down towards the center a little bit. It is a very big building. It is 2 stories, clearly designed for people to use, visiting people to use. as opposed to the short, like kind of a half story, one room extra roof space some of the hovels have around it. So and you guys can walk. You can walk all the way over there across everything. Any place you see green in the water levels means it's shallow enough for you to walk.
Do we see
Well,
anybody?
Maybe not shallow enough for Reyna to walk, but shallow enough for the other three.
Reyna can just ride on my back. That's fine. Is there any
how
people
big
about?
is Reyna?
So
Yeah,
how big
there's
is
a few
Reyna?
people around.
Reyna is a gnome. She's
Okay, all right.
pretty small, like 2
Yeah,
foot 10 or something, 3
Yeah,
5
I
or
think
something.
something 3 something.
Okay.
It's no more than 2 to 3. Like the water gets 2, maybe 3 feet deep in some spots. But as a general rule, it's really shallow. So
Yeah. 3 feet. I shudder to think at what your concept of shallow is. If you think 3 feet is making that shallow distinction,
3 feet is the shallow end of a pool.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So
That's a good metric, right?
That's fair. But if I'm thinking like water I would walk across, I'm like 6 inches. That's where I cap out. 3 feet,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, now I'm wading, and now I got to pull up my dress and everything. Oh boy.
yeah.
Well, I'm going. If it's deep water, I'm going to the inn, and I'm going to warm up by a fire as quick as I can.
I'm just gonna go and find a random person to talk to.
Sure.
Hello there, grandmother. I don't mind if I ask you a couple questions. I hope you don't mind.
oh, no problem, dearie.
Yeah. I heard that you all been having some weird issues lately. That something's going on a bit amiss. Like maybe you have some gods acting all a fool or something.
It's weird. There's some trouble with the crops down at the main farm, and there was some. We're hearing strange sounds coming from the other village section, but otherwise it's just not normal. It feels a little weird, like the stories my grandmother used to tell about people disappearing into the sea.
That sounds absolutely horrible. Tell me more about these stories your grandmother told you.
Oh, she would tell that the ancient ones would come back someday, as they had in the first years of the world, and once again rule everything and haul those who didn't obey down to the depths.
That just sounds absolutely unpleasant.
Indeed. I would not want to be drugged down. I'd much prefer a nice cremation to be added to the farm plot.
I've heard about that sort of thing. I don't know much about farming myself. Did you have a name for these ancient ones, or are they just the ancient ones?
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember. I think it started with an A. It's not easy to remember these days.
That's fair. I guess the dementia hit you.
What was that, Jonathan?
Yeah, that's what I thought. No worries, love. You just go back to whatever it is you were doing. Thank you kindly.
Oh, lovely to see you, Jonathan. Do come visit again.
Yeah, I'll make sure I do. You can make me that lovely soup you make.
Of course, yes.
All right. I want to see if there's any gossip going down at the inn. I'm not really engaging with anyone. I'm just kind of shuffling around and eavesdropping and seeing what kind of bits of info I can pull from any denizens of the inn.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Let's have you make a perception check. Or you could do a stealth, perception or stealth to listen into conversations without being part of it.
I'm just wondering. Okay, what did I get? I clicked it.
A 5. You crit failed.
Just me walking around. Don't worry about me. Everybody want to tell me some gossip. Hello, what's going on here? Hello.
You just walked in right up to the fire and started it, and now you're rocking next to it, and everybody else is like moving away because it's summer in the jungle.
Hey, come on. We gotta.
What's up?
You don't. I mean, maybe you do. Do you want this? You already complained about the humidity.
I want to dry off a little bit.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna go get us a table.
Steam is happening. All right, you get us a table. I'll join you in just 1 second.
Lila's standing like as close to the fire as possible with her skirts and just moving in a slow circle to let them dry off.
I'm also doing that thing where I'm like just like lifting up parts of the skirt to dry them off, and everyone is like clearing away. They're just like not. She's like, "What? I have to dry myself, otherwise you get funguses and all sorts of things." I love learning about Lila's weird, gross freak nature. She's the best. What is everybody looking at? What's good? What's happening? How are you? You need a basket? I make you make a basket. Okay. I think I'm good for that bit of role play. Where's Tybal and Reyna?
They are still outside. They have not come in yet.
All right, well, we'll wait for Tybal. He'll turn up eventually. But how did you get into boating? Is she?
Well, as said earlier, my father was a boat, so it just kind of seemed
Oh, we thought that
the
was a
natural
boat.
fit.
Yeah. I've heard of a lot of crazy families, but this one takes the cake, I tell you that much.
No, it's a lie.
You're lying. You would lie to an old woman you just met? I don't know about you. I had a good feeling about you. You're doing a joke on me. Okay. You're joking me right now. Very good. Very good, young man.
It's nothing special. It's good, steady work around the islands.
Yes. And how do you prevent yourself from just falling overboard all the time? Because I seem to not have the hang of it.
I generally don't lean over the sides.
This is a good tip. I will take this into consideration for next time.
Well, while that's going on, I think me and Raina just kind of made a slow circuit around these first couple islands before making our way to the inn as well. Ty's just like kind of silently casting detect magic just to see if anything pops up as he's walking around.
To note, when all of you walk past, depending on which side you walk past the first farm here, right here is the outhouse. You go up steps into it as opposed to being a pit. And you can see that there's like a door in the back, and they must use it for compost somewhere.
I mean, I suppose that's one way to get fertilizer. A little weird, but whatever. Oh, hey, everybody. Here we are. Sorry about that. We just took a little bit of a walk. You got anything going on?
No, people are not very friendly in this part of town. They have not said one word to me or my friend. But we have a table. Come, there's ales and there's a stew on the way.
Ah, wonderful. How many people are in the inn?
The inn right now, you've probably got 3 or 4 random individuals sitting around.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna pop Raina down and then head over to the bar and kind of chat up the bartender a little bit.
Hey, Rena, make sure you put your rabbit on the table. Make sure he stays dry.
Oh yeah, Happy Bunny's right here! And pops it out and puts it on the table. Starts playing with her emeralds and Happy Bunny.
Love it.
Hello there. Nice to meet you. We are actually members of the Pathfinder Society, and we came down here to investigate the weird stuff that's going on here in this town. I heard that there's a little bit of stuff going on. You know, you're having trouble with your crops, and you're having some strange sounds going around town. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Well, the man behind the bar is he's like, oh, well, yeah, a little bit. The farms aren't producing what they used to. It's not exactly a simple thing for us in this regard. There's just, I don't know, they're struggling down at the farm. Something seems to be bothering them. I don't know what's going on. People have disappeared from some of the outlying houses, and some issues with the other half of the village.
Well, what have your customers been saying? Have they been coming in and complaining about anything in particular?
Not really. There's not a lot of talk beyond what I've heard. I mean, it's just us here most days. I think yours is the first ship we've seen come in 3 or 4 months.
So you don't do a whole lot of trade out here, do you?
Not a lot. We produce the veggies we need and eat fish most of the time.
I suppose so. Well, you said you just got the one main farm here. Is that it?
Yeah, it's like about an hour's paddle south.
Gotcha.
There's some almost every, there's a bunch of island, small cluster of islands around it that are full farming, but the main chunk of farm, that's just the farm owner's place is just about an hour's paddle south.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, I'll head over back to the table and I'll kind of give everybody the download of what he's heard around town. Just that, like, there's strange voices, sounds coming from the other part of the town. Something about the crops failing at the main farm, and then supposedly ancient ones are due to come back to the world and drag people into the ocean.
Oh, boy, that does not sound pleasant. Where do you think we should go first? If maybe my vote is for the voices on the island. If I can not be on the boat for a little while, I wouldn't mind. But that's where I would say check out first, unless you think the farm is more pressing.
I kind of agree with you. Maybe make a circuit around town fully and try to find any of these sounds. Maybe some of the people have been hearing it. You can tell us more.
You kind of already were looking around before you joined us here. Did you find anything?
Nothing popped out as magical. It's just a bunch of islands. Anything interesting as I was walking around? I just kind of made a slow circuit around through the middle.
Roll a perception check.
19.
Quite a ways off. You think you saw maybe 4 or 5. It'd be a couple hours paddle away. Maybe it's hard to tell. You're not familiar with boating, but you could kind of maybe make out what appeared to be like an old church or temple of some kind. and then there were some and then beyond that, there were in a couple other spots there were some taller like island structures, like rocks and formations sticking up. You could also make out the other part of the village, which was, hour paddle away as well, but that's a little to the north as opposed to the farm to the south.
Okay.
There looked to be a couple islands with maybe some closer people nearby or other things like that.
Well, I'll relay that to everybody. We got the farm, we got this old church, we got the other half of the village over on those islands, and we got some rock structures. I feel like pretty much everything we're going to be doing here, Lila, is either going to be on a boat or in some water.
Yeah, that's right. All right.
Maybe see if they have some fishing waders or something like that you could put on. That way you're not in your skirts. Yeah,
maybe I should get some like pants of some kind that would repel all the water away. That sounds great. That's a great idea. Let's shop for those for 2 or 3 more hours and then decide what to do.
The innkeeper is really the only one with anything for sale.
What you got, innkeeper? Waders.
A pair of trousers a pair of oiled leathers is what they've got. Just pants.
All right. I'm due for a costume change. Let's do it. What do you got?
You've got oiled leather pants and a pair of knee-high boots.
How much is it gonna cost me?
Yeah. It doesn't really cost you much. Like maybe 2 silvers.
There you go. And you keep the change. I give him 5 silvers.
I don't suppose you got some water wings or anything like that for her too.
First of all,
very confused. Is this something new in Absalom? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh
what
yeah,
you do is, yeah. Go ahead. You go ahead. Okay, I was gonna say you get the bladder of 2 goats' stomach and you inflate it up, and then you can tie them on your arms, and then it helps you stay buoyant in the water.
If we had any goats, that might be possible.
All right. Well, I will keep an eye out.
For goats?
Just in case, you never know. A goat could be anywhere, even where you least expect it.
Nobody's been in the church for a while. Maybe there's a goat in there.
Oh,
They'd never know.
We can check out this goat church.
Why don't we check out the goat church and see what we can find there then?
So you guys are going to head over to the church?
Why not?
The goat church, yes.
Yeah, sounds good. The goat church it is. Bye.
All right. You guys spend a couple of hours paddling around.
But now my legs are dry.
As you get to the old church.
Do we see Black Phillip?
Wouldst thou live deliciously?
There is nothing on this island. No trees. It's just ruins. Head on in. Look around. Roll some perception checks. I want 2 perception checks from everybody, please.
Hello, goat people. Can I get some goat people over here? I rolled a 24 and then a 7.
Okay.
Perception check. Sorry, my. Okay. Boop, boop.
Raina did an 18 and a 20.
Whoa, an 18 and a 13. Double digits, Lila. Good job.
Oh, hello. We're all very good at this. 23 and 25.
Oh, dang.
All right. So.
Oh, is she? I'm glad your name is exactly how I thought it was spelled.
Yeah.
So you see, in this first chamber, you see a broken altar up in the upper section of the temple. There's some stone benches still standing, but most of them are broken and rubbleized. The building's in fairly good shape. You're surprised at that. You wouldn't have expected something like this to be surviving out here the way it is. And as you move through and look through everything, Reina and Ishi notice that the door here is trapped.
Oh shit! Recently trapped? Does it look
You
new?
don't know. It's a stone door. They're not sure how old it is, but there's a trap there.
What clued us in that there was a trap there? Like what's
There seems to be there seems to be somehow a very thin wire of braided copper and gold, like it's braided together. And that shouldn't be in and it goes around. It's connecting the hinges. It's like across, a few pieces of it across the doorway as it swing. Because it's a double door across the doorway. A few spots of it, and at least one on each side goes all the way to the hinges, and then behind it, it goes through the hinge point of the door. You're not sure anything more than that, but it appears to be trapped.
Well, I guess this is one for me then. I say as I pull out my little leather pouch of lockpicks.
I'm going to take several steps back.
Yeah, y'all might want to do that.
One more. 35 feet, optimal distance away from traps.
Okay. Pulling out the thieves' tools, going pick, pick, click.
Okay.
And I rolled an 18.
You get the door open. The trap doesn't trigger, so you don't get electrocuted. But you can see there's sparks on the floor in here, and you can see them clearly. See the sparks on the floor, and they're like inch. It's if you look really closely, it's actually sunk into the floor. Ancient battery things like the old, there's some kind of weird pot battery thing which seems to have some kind of padding over it, but they're sparking all over because the wires are exposed, the padding's gone. Whoever built this built it well, but it is really, really old.
Check out this here, y'all. They got some ancient batteries and things like that. And that floor there is electrified. I don't know. This is a little beyond my area expertise. What do you think, Lila?
Let me see. I don't know a lot about electricity. But I would say probably we don't step on it.
Yeah, why would a church electrify a room?
Yeah, maybe it has something to do with this broken altar. Did we check this out before we go through?
Probably a good idea.
Kind of have a look over there and see what's up. Maybe check for magic.
Sure. Sure. So in this case, you do find some old scrolls.
Oh, look at that. I found some scrolls.
So there's some of them, they're just bits and pieces of the scrolls for the most part. So you're not exactly certain.
Do they look like they could be removed, or they would crumble if I touch them?
A mixture. Some of them are definitely going to fall apart if you touch them. Some of them appear to be made out of oiled leather and would likely survive if you moved them.
Oh boy. And are they we got the altar, it's broken. very Chronicles of Narnia? Is it like under? Are they under the rock? Are they like in the walls? Are they just sort of scattered around? Where are we seeing these?
Both. There's stuff under the rocks, underneath the broken altar, crushed a little bit. Some of them are just bits of paper now. And then there's some that are in like on the legs of the altar, which are kind of still standing. There's some slots where the leather ones are still there and still functioning.
Oh, cool. I guess I'll check to see if there's any traps on this altar because we got electricity, and so I'm a little bit weary. But
roll your perception.
All right, the big money. Oh, that's a 10.
You have no idea if this is trapped or not.
I don't know. Tyball, I need your nimble kitty eyes over here.
Oh, yes, ma'am. I'll be right over there. I'll go over and take a look as well.
Check to see if I grab one of these scrolls, it's not gonna like bite me or anything.
That's a 15.
You do not see any traps on the altar.
Looks pretty safe to me, Lila.
All right, if I get bit, it's on you, and I'm gonna try to grab one.
You can take out as many as you want.
Oh boy! Okay, well, let me take out a couple, and then if these are good, I'll collect the rest. But if it's just like a recipe, fan fiction, then I won't bother all of it.
I mean, it's a church. It's probably going to be fan fiction of some type.
It's probably going to be Dwarves at Sea, my favorite novel series. I love it. His books.
You know, Dwarves at Sea was really good. I have to agree.
It's a good series, right? Especially number 5. It really takes off.
What languages do you speak?
I speak all the languages you could hope for. I speak so many I can't remember. I got Common, Elven, Sylvan, Goblin, Dragon, and Gnomish.
Okay.
I've also got the Murren and Goblin.
Draconic, I guess, not Dragon.
You cannot read these.
Maybe Ishi or Reyna can read them. Hey, Ishi, can you speak many languages?
I don't remember where languages are on this sheet.
It's kind of below perception. Yeah. Right side. Lower down.
Oh. Damn, I didn't fill that in.
Oh, so what language is it in? And then, oh, look at that, you speak it.
Yeah. Oh, I have 0 bonus languages anyway. So
okay.
So common and whatever the Kitsune starter is.
Okay.
Right,
okay.
Reyna speaks
no, just
Druidic.
common.
Unfortunately, none of these let you translate the scrolls.
Ooh.
Okay,
What about Mwangi? Mwangi?
Mwangi. The Mwangi Expanse is the continent next to you. It's one of the common trade languages for the continent. It does not help you translate this.
Right.
This is old. When Lila looks at it, like if any letters stand out, it's because when she was a child, she saw that on somebody's stuff. It is old.
Well, let me grab these old scrolls. It's amazing that they're so old and yet they're still in good enough condition to be stored here. So I'll grab as many as I can and carefully put it in my bag, and we'll find the translator.
Before she puts them in her bag, I'd like to cast Detect Magic just to check them.
Oh, yes, of course. Here you are.
There is something about them. You're not sure if it's like there used to be a magical scroll and now the magic's gone, or if there's some kind of power still attached to them. You're not sure at all.
Yeah, these things seem to have a little bit of a residue of magical energy about them, but I can't quite understand it. It's a little beyond my own methods.
The type of
many scrolls are there?
it's as if the type of magic is wrong. Like it's like you can what you're like, oh, I know what druidic magic feels like. I know what divine magic feels like. This is something else.
Now, this just feels wrong to me. This is a little bit perverse. I don't know what this church here was going on about, but, well, in my experience, pretty much all churches are just weird and kind of perverse. But that's neither here nor there. What are we going to do about that lightning?
Yeah, hang on 1 second, Diva. We'll get to your lightning in a second. How many scrolls do I grab?
4.
4, okay. Got it. I guess, and then I guess there's nothing like on this altar. There's nothing like, there's no lightning bolts. There's no like any clues to some sort of electricity deity or something that I can suss out.
No, nothing.
All right.
Whatever symbolism was in this, in here has been scrubbed clean. Like the walls are there's nothing hanging from the walls. Any engravings have been chiseled out. It is like stripped bare and stripped of power. Somebody broke this altar for a reason.
Oh, so it sounds like this maybe used to be a deity, and then someone's taken great pains to like de-godify it. Very odd. Okay, well,
Now,
let's see this lightning.
So if you succeed at a DC 10 movement past here, you can get a DC 10 dexterity check. You can get past this. Athletics, so not athletics, acrobatics would apply.
So does it look like it's active? Like it's still...
There's squares are sparking because the whatever was underneath it powering the trap is leaking out.
Oh, what if we tried to break one of these batteries?
That were over the top of it have crumbled and the wires are exposed. So a DC 10 dexterity acrobatics will allow you to slide by without getting shocked.
What if we try to stop these batteries from sparking at all?
I had a weird idea in that regard. So, the guy who taught me magic always used to say that metal conducts. And he always used to say that copper was the best way to do that. Now, I have a handful of copper coins, and I'm sure I'm a rogue. I probably have like a ball of twine. My crazy idea is this, and it looks like there's like a window right over here. Is that a window? Or is that a window?
Yeah, there's a window there. Yep.
Okay, so here's my crazy idea. What if I took some copper coins and tied some string to it, like do 3 or 4 of them, tie the other end to my crossbow bolt. I'm going to shoot that out the window and throw those coins down to hit that lightning, and maybe I can conduct that electricity out into the water.
Oh my goodness, what an idea.
That's brilliant. You can do that. Yeah.
Now, are you sure you're going to want to get rid of your twine? I did see you playing with it on the ship.
You know what? I'm not going to use the whole thing. I'm just going to use a long enough piece to get to the water. That way we can, siphon that electricity out and make it a little bit easier for, our not so nimble friends. And I'm looking directly at Red, Lila.
Me, okay. Right. I think it's good. I like to imagine you rummaging through your kit, Tyball, and you've got like a wand with like feathers on it. You're like, not that one. A little mouse filled with catnip. Like, save that for later. Aha! Ball of twine.
I don't agree with that canon, but yeah, y'all have your own headspaces. But yeah, I'm just gonna tie some string around a couple coins, and then tie the other end to my crossbow, shoot it out the window into the water, and have the coins hit the copper or hit the electricity, so zzz, along the line into the water.
That's perfect.
Is that enough though? Is there visual indication of the lightning on the floor, or is this just a we know the floor is electrified because of?
You can see it sparking around, like there's sparks popping up. That's why the map has a visual indication of it. So there's
Okay.
sparking there where everything has started to crumble apart and wires are exposed. This looks like it was actually a fairly extensive trap setup at one point.
Yeah. So there you go.
The sparking is going through multiple like random spots. So you're not sure how much damage that would have done on the door to somebody. It's a fairly strong thing. So
Yeah.
Cool.
Coins.
okay. Yeah. You drop that out the window and it's a DC 5 now. It cut the DC in half.
Hell yeah.
Hell yes. Okay. Well, I'll try the walk. Careful. Acrobatics, you said, or athletics?
Dexterity, acrobatics. So either acrobatics or just straight dex if you want.
Yeah, but here we go. +2. Oh, a 12.
Lila makes it.
So here we go. Rena rolled a 0.
Oh no!
A
no.
literal 0.
Oh no!
Could you have just been on my shoulder and as I'm running through, I rolled a freaking high number. I rolled a 21.
The dice is the dice.
Raina needs to make a reflex saving throw.
Okay. 21.
Oh!
Raina's only going to take half damage from this. And it wasn't much to begin with, so... so 5 on the roll, cut that in half, 3.
Fair enough. And see, that's why I wanted to make it easier, because I knew how terrible Raina is at both those skills.
Okay, I mean, Isha, you would have just barely passed it before. Now it's like you pass it handily. Okay, in we go. Past all the lightnings.
Yeah.
So roll some perception checks.
I guess we could have just gone around and climbed in through a window.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, my way was a little bit more fun. You gotta admit that.
It was very fun.
It was very clever.
Also, I don't like climbing through windows, so I don't know why I even suggested it.
Raina nat 20 for a 28. Ty got a 21.
I clicked the wrong button. Oh, 17. Okay.
I got 11. I used all my eyes the first time.
Yeah.
So in this area, you realize that this is a very magical writing desk. It has not rotted in any way, shape, or form, but it is old. It is not as old as the other remains in this room, but it is very, very old. As is this. This other holy symbol was put into this room, and then later somebody broke it. You're not sure how far back it was broken, but somebody came in and broke this holy symbol, which was placed in here.
Can I recognize the holy symbol? Like, can I get an idea of what it is?
It is, oh gosh, I don't remember all the gods of...
I mean, you can just say it's the god of blah, 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 and I'll take it as canon.
Oh, no. We're staying within the, within canon here, so let's see, what do we got? Age of Lost Omens. Come on, tell me the, where's the deities of the Inner Sea? No, they're around here somewhere. Here we go. Let's see. 4. Yeah, that wouldn't work. She's not that old.
They're pretty old, though.
It looks similar to Iomede's symbol. Like you know Iomede, but you're not sure. You're like, this isn't hers. It's not exactly right. And that's when you realize it's an amalgam of a couple of different deities merged into a single symbol. It seems to be, and all of you, all of you are, if you're proficient in religion at all, if you are trained in religion, you know that it's an amalgam, and it looks to be, a mix of like Desna and Aristil and Toreg and Shellin, who are all just good gods. Many lawful, neutral, good gods. And they are the older gods. Iomede is a young god. She's only been a god for, maybe 1,000 years, 1,500 years at this point. Whereas these are older gods who've been around a long time.
So, in summation, it's a bunch of older god symbols put together to make it sort of look like Iomede's.
Just the way it's put together, it kind of looks like Iomede's, but
Gotcha.
This is old. Like, these are the older good gods were put on this symbol, and it's just the shape of everything, the way everything's laid out, kind of looks like Iomede's, but it's not a huge thing. It's this kind of symbolism has been used in the past in specific churches, but to see it broken on the floor, that's very uncommon. Something had to have broken this, because there's no reason for this stone to have snapped inside of a church like this, where the walls are still standing millennia after it was built.
I'm pretty sure whoever broke this thing had a problem with the good gods. I mean, why else would they break it?
Also, what could have broken it? Something really powerful.
I mean, I feel like Fangs could have broken it. I don't know. At least he didn't strong enough to.
I've tasted it.
Yeah, probably tasted it first.
What are you doing with that writing desk?
Oh, I'm gonna check the hell out of it. All right, what do we got here? Let me see if there's magic on it. But I'd like to. I don't have detect magic, but
I do.
you do. Detect
When
magic.
I say it's clearly magical, you can
It's
tell
very
because it hasn't rotted.
I want to see if there's a traps on it. I know this is a zappy traps, so let me see. Is there any traps?
There are no traps.
Oh wow, that was so easy. Okay, I will start some
You
light
still
rummaging.
can't open it.
I cannot
It's
open
locked.
it. Okay. Well, Mr. Lockpicks, get over here.
Looks like I'm up again. As I bend down to check out this lock and start putting in my picks, I'm going to look over to Ishi and say, "Hey, Ishi, do you know why a raven is like a writing desk?"
They're not. One is a bird and one is completely inanimate.
Oof. I must be too distracted by that answer because I rolled a 13.
You still
Tough
pick the
crowd.
lock. It's just a writing desk. So you get it open. There's
scared
3
with you.
things inside of it.
We got 3 things.
Yep.
Okay, well, what are the 3 things? Thing number 1.
Thing number 1. A book in Gnomish.
Oh boy, I know a gnome. If only we had the gnome. We
Oh,
do.
look, here's Reyna.
Raina, I think I can read this, but I will let you read it.
A letter sealed and it's sealed with a with that same symbol on the stamp. The wax is sealed with that.
And this letter feels like it's not thousands of years old. It looks newish.
the letter appears to be in excellent shape. It's new. It feels like it was written maybe a week ago.
Dang. So either this letter has been newly put in this very old magical desk, or it's been here the same amount of time as the desk. Well, what's number 3 thing?
The number 3 thing is a inkwell. It's a sealed inkwell. The ink inside, there's still ink inside.
Oh, is it magical ink?
Detect
You don't
magic.
know.
Detect magic.
It is a magical inkwell.
Oh, hell yeah. All right, I'm going to open the letter.
Okay. It's in Gnomish.
All right, I can read Gnomish, so joke's on you.
Yep, we have 3 people who can speak Gnomish in this party.
Raina, look at the book. I'm going to look at the letter.
Okay, I'll look at the book. Hoppy Bunny, look at it too.
Great.
While
So-
they're doing that, I'll turn to Ishii and I'll say, actually, the true answer is because it can produce a few notes. That's why ravens lack a writing desk. So they can both produce a few notes.
Is that the answer to that riddle?
I think you see him like put his fingers on his chin and get contemplative for a second. Doesn't the person sitting at the desk write the notes? It's not the desk, right? That's not how that works.
I mean, the production's happening. That's all that matters.
I love extra literal Ishii. That's my favorite.
We're going to have so
Yes.
much fun with them.
I
Yeah,
am.
that's good.
I love playing dumb people so much.
Ishii, hang on. I don't know if I got Ishii's pronouns. He, him?
Yes, correct.
So the letter says, this church was desanctified. This temple was desanctified as it was created by the old ones. It should never be reused. We have placed this note here and this note and book here to aid anyone who might need it.
It seems foolish to put a note telling people not to re-sanctify this church after all the traps that people wouldn't be able to get through necessarily. But what do I know about church trapping?
Please return. The note says, please return the letter and book to this desk after your need has ended.
I would like to try to pocket this note.
You can take the note with you, yes.
No, I want to try to like sleight of hand it.
You're just going to put it in your pocket?
I don't want them to see. These
The
losers.
desk can't notice.
Okay, roll stealth.
Yeah, there we go. Let me do the things I want to do, DM. Come on. Oh boy, a 5.
Hey, Lala, what are you doing with that note over there? I thought they said not to
Oh,
mess
I
with
was-
it.
You're right. I forgot about that. Sorry.
Lila's wearing trousers now as opposed to the dresses. And
And
so
yet
Lila goes to put it into the dress pocket and goes like this out here, just a little ways away from the body, as opposed to right next to it, and kind of goes, wait, does this even have pockets?
Oh boy.
Pulls at it to see if there is some.
I don't know why
There's
they
no
don't
pockets.
put proper pockets in adventuring gear. In women's adventuring gear, they don't put pockets in it. Where do I?
They do.
Okay.
You're
Don't you have a
you're-
backpack?
I don't have a backpack. All right, whatever. I wasn't trying to steal the leather. It's back in the desk now. Everyone is fine. Hey, Raina, what does this book say? Everyone look at Raina. Boo?
I would like to grab the letter out of her hand as she's like moving it around, like just snap it away from her.
roll a sleight of hand or stealth, whatever that is.
Thievery.
Stealth, I think. Thievery. Yeah, that's perfect.
Strength check contest.
13.
Yeah. Right.
As Lila's putting down the letter, going like this to put it down, it just disappears from her hand. She's like,
It's gone. It must
It's
be
gone.
magic.
Everything in here is magic.
Everything is magic.
Before we find out what's in the book, we're going to take a break.
Oh! Okay.
Sounds good.
Bio
So
break.
we'll be back in about 10 minutes, everybody. See you soon.
Okey-dokey.
Welcome back, everyone. I am Jen Giggles, your game master for today, as we finish the second half of this particular Secrets of Small Gods campaign. We're currently in a really old temple, and they have found a magical writing desk in the temple. Our team has dug into it and found a letter and a book and a magical inkwell. The book is in the hands of Raina, who's been paging through it, and Raina opens it up and shows it to you and says, "It's a translation dictionary."
Oh, hell yes.
Ooh.
We have a bunch of stuff we can't translate.
Yeah.
Let me get those scrolls out.
That is accurately the language that it does translate into in Gnomish. So you're fairly certain that the gnomes are actually the ones that did all the work here,
Oh, dang.
stripping everything. So
I'm going to get pulled up right to this desk, get some parchment out, get the scrolls out, get the dictionary out, because I can read Gnomish as well, and I'm just going to set to translating.
you can't.
Damn it.
The scroll is a good 16 feet long.
I'll be here for a while, everyone. I'll see you later.
You might as well translate in the boat as you guys travel around.
Should we go back to the inn and do that in our room instead of out in the open in an obviously trapped place?
Yes.
Fine.
That's-
So wait, is each scroll I have 16 feet long? Because you said I had 4 scrolls.
No, it's 16 feet of scrolls. Yeah, there's four 4-foot scrolls.
Oh, gotcha.
They're kind of long. It's really hard to translate because if you've ever read Japanese or Chinese, it goes top to bottom, not right to left or left to right.
So it's like
you're
top 16 feet later.
well,
Second line.
it's like each chunk is over each chunk of writing is like as far as you can tell could be a foot long. You got to figure all that out. There's a lot of work in this particular translation that you're gonna have.
Oh god, and it's like a whole different character set too. If it's like the equivalent of Japanese to English, so there's like other more subtle meanings that you have to interpret. Like, oh, that's not just translation, that's interpretation.
All right. Well, you know what? I could do it right now, but I'll take my time. I'll go and I'll do it back at the hotel. All right. I'll pack everything up, but I'm gonna. So wait. Are they gonna be mad at me for taking the book? Because I'm gonna take that book.
The note said to return everything when your need is done.
Okay, well, I need it. I'm going to sign it out. I'll flip it the back and see if there's a library punch card, like a takeout card.
No. No. All right. Are you guys going to go straight back to the inn? Or are you going to head down to the farm? What are you doing?
I think we can go to the farm. Oh, go ahead, Tybal.
I have 2 things I want to do before we leave. The first one. The traps, they were all under the tile. The electrical was kind of coming up a little bit. Could I, disarm and take them out?
No.
Damn.
It is too complex. I'm just going to tell you, it's you can look at it and see if you can figure out how to make it, but you cannot take it.
Okay. Well, could I take a look at it and see if I can figure out how to make it?
Yep.
What would you
Craft
like me to
skill.
roll? Crafting. I'm pretty okay at that, but not this time with a 10.
A 10, you're not sure what they're using to source it, like what the power source is, but you could rewire everything. You're like, I can do the wiring. Yeah, you figured out how to do the wiring, no problem. You just don't have a clue how to do the power source.
Okay, fair enough. Gives me a little knowledge. Second thing I wanted to do before we pieced out. That writing desk, it's not like bolted to the ground or to the wall or anything, right?
Oddly enough, it is.
What kind of bolts we talking about?
Time out. Don't steal the desk. We don't have time to carry a desk around with us.
You see Ty pulling out a crowbar.
No. Time out. Come on.
Roll perception, investigate, roll perception for it.
Fair enough.
No, I get it, because if we take the desk and we like push it kind of into the middle of the room with the lightning, still we can just hop on it and we don't have to worry about anything. Right? Right?
That's not where I was going, but we'll go with that. I rolled an 8.
No. You do not know how this thing is bolted in place. You know it's bolted in place because it doesn't move. You're not sure how it's bolted in place.
Hey, Ishi, how strong are you?
Oh my
Yes.
God.
I think you could rip this off the wall.
Yes.
Absolutely. Is there enough? Is it like right directly flush with the wall, or is there space to like jam something in and kind of pry it?
It's flush with the wall,
Okay.
Yeah.
which is really weird, but it's definitely well crafted because there is trim work along the bottom of the wall that it's molded to shape like, and everything along the legs. It's like perfectly flush against everything.
I feel like this was built into the wall, but
It wasn't, but it certainly looks like it could have been.
I mean,
yeah, let's
Is this magic ink that I got? This inkwell?
You'll have to explore the inkwell, but it's definitely a magical inkwell.
Magical inkwell or magical ink? I don't know. We'll have to see.
Oh, I definitely took that. Or Lila can take that, either or.
You don't even know how to write. I mean, probably.
That's not true. I know how to write. I know how to do magic. What are you talking about?
those are two different things.
You have to write your spells in a spell book. Or at least he has to.
Yeah, let's just like get onto one side of it, like put fingers like on the back corner of it, like this.
Okay.
Oh, I'm on the wrong button. Like on this back corner, and then just try and like pry it away from the wall.
This
hang
is
on.
pure strength.
Before you do that, hang on, I got something for you. Okay, Ishi.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's only on damage rolls. Are we trying to damage it? This would
No,
be damaging
try
it.
to move it.
Okay, never mind. I won't do the damage. I can do like a damage boost thing. Okay, never mind. Okay, off we go.
Okay. I'm looking to see if. Okay, no, that doesn't have anything to do with this. All right, straight.
I will guide you then. I will give you a guidance.
Okay.
Yeah,
I got
you
a
can do it.
crowbar. You can have
+1 to your roll. You can do +1 to your roll.
I do not have. Okay. Okay, +1 to my roll.
Yes,
And yeah, I'll use that crowbar if I can move it like a quarter of an inch. Then I'll use the crowbar to like pry it. But I have to get some sort of foothold first.
I mean,
So 14.
you got pitons, you got a hammer.
It doesn't move.
Well,
Hey, how much do you want? Like the whole desk intact?
I definitely wanted the whole desk intact. If we can't move it, we can't move it. It was worth a try.
All right.
I know a few people back in old Absalom. They deal in magical artifacts and items. It could have gotten us a little bit of gold. You never know. Ah, well.
Next time.
Maybe next.
There is also one more thing that I wanted to do here before leaving as well. This whole electrical setup is weird. Like, the fact that it exists here at all, the fact that, like, somebody, like, tore up this room, set all of this out here to create a makeshift electric floor that is well, never mind, he doesn't know that, but, like, it's too much. It obviously wasn't meant to keep people out of this back room because, again, there's windows that are just on the other side of the electrical floor. So I want it while everybody was in here doing their thing, Ishi was standing in kind of the doorway, guarding, making sure that we didn't set anything off that's going to bring somebody in. But he's been thinking about this floor the entire time, looking at it and examining and like seeing how it works and just trying to see why this would have been put here. And this is a long shot, but I do have warfare lore.
Okay. Okay. You think if you want to roll, you can roll your lore. Warfare is perfectly fine. Anything involving traps, knowledge around fighting, that sort of thing, psychological warfare stuff, anything like that would work.
Okay. Oh my god, 23. I'm so good. So good today.
So you're fairly certain that this floor was put in to keep people from opening the door, because the wires aren't exposed on most of the floor, but there were wires on the door. You don't know why. Maybe there used to be metal bars on the windows. You don't know. You haven't examined it that tightly. But the door was the key behind the floor. The floor is just a broken, damaged piece of equipment. The door was the trigger. Was supposed to be the trigger point.
No, so the trap wasn't in the floor at all. It's just the fact that it's broken.
Yeah. You're pretty sure that whatever had been around that the trap was built around the room, the door, as opposed to the floor itself. Because the floor, as you said, makes no sense. Whereas if somebody walked up and opened the door and surprised somebody who was in here, snuck in and tried to hurt them, that might be what the trap was originally built for.
Oh, I just now noticed. This is very clever. In the shadows that the window cast, there are bars in the windows.
In the larger windows, yeah, the bars are very clearly there. The smaller windows, you think there may have been bars on them at one point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Just thoughts to himself.
Yeah, it's like, well, there's bars on those windows. Were there bars on the other windows?
Is there bars on this window?
There seems to be like the cross pieces in one of the two seems to be metal going up with a single piece running down the center. So it looks like it may have at one time been barred. The whole window probably was barred, but some of them are now a little open and have been the damage. There is some damage to the building. Most of it's around the windows. That specific arch style.
Should we try to destroy these electricity traps here so that it doesn't cause anyone any damage, or do we want to leave it alone?
If we break it and somebody comes to check, because why was it put here in the first place? How long has it been here?
That's true. But then we have to reset the door trap then.
Yeah. I think that the electricity on the ground works just fine.
Okay.
You guys want to just jump out this window and not deal with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind
Yeah.
of want to do that.
Yeah, you can all slip out this particular window. You're all fairly lithe characters, even with a muscle building kitsune with you. So you can slip out a little water. You slosh around on the edges here as you get back around to the front of everything. And where are you going from here?
Let's go to the farm.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Let's go to the farm. Welcome to the farm.
Sunny
You're at
Glen
the top. The
Farm.
dock is at the northern end of this main portion of the farm. There are, within sight, probably another 24 islands that have plots of land on them. You rode past a couple on your way in, but this is definitely the one with the only one that has a regular building on it.
Wow.
And there's the plots here are definitely fenced off.
Okay. So is this like a tidal ocean? Like, is there any sort of mitigation for how high they are? Or does it look like they don't really worry about it?
It is tidal, but it doesn't seem to be this portion that because it's an archipelago. The tides are really weirdly, affected. So the water, there's all kinds of reefs and barriers mixed in around here. The island that the big ship landed on is the only one that is big enough that has a deep enough path for an ocean-going vessel to land on. A lot of this, although it's salt water, is probably closer to New Orleans, the bayou outside New Orleans. The water doesn't rise and fall, but the salt water mixing in, at the ocean's at the mouth of the river there, that estuary space. That's closer to how this functions. The tide mostly flows one way or the other. It doesn't get much higher or lower in this particular area.
Cool. All right. Well, I guess we should go check it out, maybe?
Yep, you can slosh off on this end of the dock.
Wee splash.
Do we see anybody about?
You do not, but there is light inside the cabin. You can see light through the windows there.
All right.
I'll just go ahead and yell out then. Ahoy there, Green Acres! Is anybody over there?
You do hear somebody. You do hear a sound from inside the house, the cabin space. You can't quite make it out, but there's definitely a sound coming from inside.
Yeah. Inside to the ominous sound, what do you say?
It's probably just whoever tends the farms.
I suppose.
Let's go walk up to the door.
Enter.
Open the door and peek out on inside. Say, hello there. We are all from the Pathfinder Society. Hi there. What's your name?
Come in. I'm JL. It's an elf who is laying down in this particular bunk space. That's definitely a hammock. It's just definitely a hammock. I have troubles. I cannot tend the farm, and I've had to send my workers to one of the outer islands because we are under siege here. I need assistance.
Under siege? What do you mean?
She is very, very pale. And when I say pale, I don't mean like, oh, she's white. I mean, she's like blood has
anemic.
been drained from her body. She looks like she's been, you know, had a massive shock or is, you know, low on blood, something of that nature.
What siege is she talking about? We didn't see any evidence of like siege or blockade or anything coming in. Ma'am, what are you talking about?
They're over by the fields. Go. Please, we need to get rid of them. They must go.
I don't know if I trust this woman.
Yeah, can I have Raina do like she uses nature for her instead of medicine, but can she do a check on this woman, see what's going on?
Yeah.
14. I'm rolling like crap today.
Raina's like she seems anemic, like something is affecting her blood. She's weak and not getting enough nutrition, or something is affecting her. I don't know which.
Does she have any puncture marks on her neck?
That's a good question. No, there are none on her neck.
Does she have puncture marks anywhere else?
Yes, she does.
Wow.
There are 2 large ones on her back. They're about that big.
Oh my goodness! What has bitten you, madam?
Roll knowledge, nature, or just roll knowledge or lore monsters, something of that nature.
Ma'am, I'd like it if you told me, but that's okay. I can think about it. I suppose.
Raina can check with nature also as a druid.
17 for Raina.
I'm getting there. I have to just think about it for a second. A 7. Oh, she's rolling like shite today.
Raina said, so Lila's like,
Ocean leeches. It's ocean leeches.
no, you're like, mosquitoes, because there's red itchy bits. There's red itchy bits around these puncture marks. Mosquitoes. You think it's mosquitoes.
That's what I
And
said.
Raina pops up and says, not mosquitoes, bloodsuckers.
That's the same thing, Raina. Come on.
Yeah,
You're embarrassing yourself.
Raina, what do you mean by
bloodsuckers are big enough to carry off a gnome.
But you're a gnome.
Is that
Exactly.
is it like a giant bug, or is it?
It's a giant mosquito.
Oh, so you could have just said giant mosquito.
Okay.
They're called bloodsuckers. That's what they're called in all of the books.
Well,
All right.
well, I think you should keep Hoppy Bunny in your skirts, and because if like you can be picked up by this giant mosquito, then the bunny definitely can.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, let's go
Let's
kill some things, I guess.
go kill some bloodsuckers.
Okay.
Are these fields are these down here? These are the fields?
So there's fields here, here, and here.
Right, okay.
Is there a back door to the house?
No. There's just the one front door to get to come in and out of.
Okay. Well, I think
This fireplace in here, is smoking out. The windows are open, but the whole house, just to let you know, is kind of smoky, and the smoke is flowing out because what does smoke typically do?
keeps out bugs. Yeah,
Keeps out bugs.
I dig it. Okay. I think I would like to have Ty get down and go all stealthy and make his way to the far side over here to kind of get a look.
Okay. That's fine. Roll your stealth.
Splash,
God.
splash,
Splash, splash, splash. I am terrible
Splash.
today.
splash, 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 splash.
All right, and let's have everyone roll initiative.
We did it, everyone.
Heck,
Hooray!
don't forget to click on your token.
Oh,
Good reminding.
I forgot, but I was already clicked on it because I was moving.
Nat 20 on an initiative. Heck yeah.
A 9!
A 19.
Playing Pathfinder. I love rolling single digits.
Yep. That was 10 for Reyna. She was probably a little closer to the group there. That's fine.
And there we go. I've sent them all to the map layer, and you can see them now.
Oh my, those are some big bloodsuckers.
No,
Yes.
big mosquitoes.
Now, to be fair, they aren't big enough to carry off a gnome. They're tiny creatures, not, small, but they're pretty large.
So Hoppy Bunny is in danger. Good to know.
Okay, we're just going to have them all go at the same time because it keeps things simple for me.
Looks like...
Okay.
Okay.
So Ty is up first. Go ahead.
Okay. Well,
Why is Ty on here twice?
Because
We'll
he's
get rid of
that good.
We'll get rid of
Double,
that. There we go.
double tie.
All right.
Reyna's is wrong. She has a 10. Just so you know.
Oh, must have grabbed some older stuff. That's okay. I'll fix it. Manually fix it.
Yep. Well,
all right. There we go.
I would like Ty to run to I think action hide is going to be my first one, to hide down there behind this barn or whatever. Action number 2, take a shot with my crossbow at this dude right here.
Okay. No, you're shooting at this one right in the front?
Yeah, I'm shooting at the one right in the front, right here.
Okay.
Dear Lord. Okay. Apparently my rolls are just going to go down, 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 so that's fair.
Welcome to the Single Digits Club.
Yep. Yep. So action number 3 is just going to reload.
Yeah, that's you just got to reload. That shot just went wide. You're not sure how, but it went up and over everything. Somewhere out into the ocean is where that bolt went and is gone.
That's fair.
All right, and so now we have the Bloodseekers. Let's see, what is their 30? Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 25. We'll just have this one go here and this one go here. There we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30.
No, you're too close.
They don't see Ty. To be fair, they don't see Ty. He hid. They can't spot him. But they are after. They're after Lila, so it is Lila's turn. Oh, I'm sorry, no, it's Ishi's turn.
It's absolutely not Lila's turn.
It's Ishi's turn. There are a bunch of bugs.
There are a ton of bugs here. Sorry, I was looking for something, but I'm not finding it. So,
What were you looking for?
I thought I saw something on my sheet earlier that was something like you get a bonus if you've attacked like per creature that you attack per turn from something I chose, but I'm not finding it now. So
Yeah, I'm not sure what feat that is. There are so many feats.
there
I
are
love
a ton.
It's
Yeah,
a lot.
it's fine. I don't care if I find it later. We'll do it next round.
Okay.
But Ishi comes up, wading through the water, and pulls off their back just this giant, double-headed axe that is probably a little bit overkill for what are effectively just big bugs. But it's what it's sweep. That's what it is. The great axe has sweep.
Yes. There we go.
So he's going to begin just a horizontal like thing. And first attack is going to be on this one right here in front of me.
Okay.
For 17.
That hits.
Oh yeah.
And for 11 damage.
Okay. That bug goes split.
Split, you say?
Split, you... To split, you say.
Mm-hmm.
When you attack with this weapon, you gain a +1 circumstance bonus to your roll if you've already attacked a different creature this turn. Okay. All right. So then we're just gonna continue on attack number 2 through the next guy.
Use the attack plus the attack number 2 on the great axe link.
Yes.
Otherwise, it causes all the negatives.
Yeah. 8.
8
is plus
does
1
not hit.
circumstance. Well, that's unfortunate. And that's all. That was a stride and 2 attacks.
Okay. All right, and now it is Reyna's turn. You're muted.
My bad. Reyna is going to be mainly keeping her head above water because you know she's tiny and she's in the water. But then I was reading this electric arc spell. Target 30 feet, range 30 feet, target 1 or 2 creatures. An arc of lightning leaps from one target to another. So I would like to target this one and this one with the electric arc. And they need to make, those two need to make reflex saving throws.
Okay. One of them gets hit one of them fails the save.
Okay, so 7 points of electric damage.
To the second one?
Yep.
Okay. This thing goes and falls to the ground right in front of you.
Bug zapper.
Love it. Action number 3, she is just going to move. What is her movement? Her movement is...
Like 20 or 25?
I don't see it. I'll just say 5, 10, 15, 20 to this little piece of island right here so she can just get up a little bit onto the shore.
Okay.
That'll be her turn.
All right. And now it is Lila's turn.
Hello. Okay. Well, first I'm gonna do to Tybalt. I'm gonna say, Tybalt, I know you missed, but you are the nimblest little kitty that there is, and you can do it. You can do it. Next time, I'm gonna cast Stoke the Heart, which grants you a +2 status bonus to your damage rolls for the next minute. And then if I were to cast a cone-based attack, would it hit Tybalt and Ishi if I cast it right there? It's a 15-foot cone.
Let me look. Actually, I have a guide on that.
You got
The
a
cones are always a
template?
mess.
Yeah.
I can't really figure out. I don't think my computer's robust enough to figure out how to do a cone. Okay, there you go.
like that.
There we go. So I could do this one. Okay, well then,
Yeah, you
she's
could
gonna
use
rub
the-
her.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
there's actually a measure tool now that does cones.
Well, there is.
Yeah,
Oh.
if you click on the measure tool and switch it, it transforms into all the different sizes.
Oh, line
Oh, very
cone.
good.
So you see there, I have the 15-foot cone hanging out right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Well,
we
then
got
that
it. That's amazing.
Lila's gonna like rub her hands together, and she's gonna recall that fire that everyone made fun of her for having in this humid jungle at the ocean in the middle of the day, and she's going to summon a cone of fire from her hands and do burning hands.
Nice.
So I need basic saving throw reflex DC 10. It looks like that was. Oh, yes, it's never mind.
Okay, just a second.
So they got to pass a 10, half damage on a success.
Okay, they both passed with a 10, but you dealt 11 damage to them,
Yeah.
and you hit both of these.
I sure did.
Would it also
So-
hit this guy?
I mean, let's double check here.
Are you not proficient in your own spells?
Probably not. I don't
It
know.
would also hit.
I don't know. I don't know what you.
Yeah, because
Again, not super familiar
Because
with-
10 is the lowest DC you can have if you're casting a
Yeah.
spell that you have a 0 in and are not proficient with.
Yeah, my spell save DC is a 17, and I'm a rogue.
Probably. I don't have a good idea.
Mine is a 10 because I don't
It
cast
does hit
spells.
that one. It was in It was in the space.
I should be proficient in spells. I don't know where I would do that. We were
What's-
talking off air that witches are a weird class for a person to play first time Pathfinder. So
It is.
I'm probably screwing it up, but
The witch, if it's on the witch list, if it's on the witches, the thing with witches is they're proficient in all spells,
yeah, they are.
which is weird because
of your-
not every class is like that.
Oh, trained in spell DCs of your spellcasting tradition as determined by your patron. There's
Yeah.
probably, if you haven't put a patron on the thing, it may not have auto-populated it.
The problem is the patron is the
Mosquito Queen.
Yeah, it's the mosquito witch,
Okay.
and I don't
Save.
think that's okay because you dealt enough damage to them even with them surpassing the base DC to kill them. There is one left.
Yeah, my stuff is real small.
And it is Ty's turn again.
Okay,
Yep. Plus 2 to your attacks.
awesome. Is it to attack or to
damage.
damage? To damage.
To damage.
To damage, right?
Well, action number 1, I'm going to switch my crossbow for my short sword, which I call Cat's Claw. And action number 2, I'm going to take a swing at that mosquito. That's 21 to hit.
That hits.
So with that, the 6 piercing, the 1 point of poison damage, and the +2 for that for being stoked of the heart, that's a total of 9 points of damage.
It also dies.
Oh, I see. I don't have my proficiency added because apparently I have 0 proficiency.
Yeah, your proficiency needs to be added through your patron, and your patron will tell you what types of spells you're proficient in. We can look at your sheet later.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a pretty solid You guys did a pretty solid number on those on those bloodsuckers.
I kind of want to check these bloodsuckers out.
Yeah, feel free. See what you can salvage from them.
There isn't any
That is that is something I didn't mention when we were first talking. We're using monster part rules, so if you think you can come up with something that you can pull off of a creature for future use, feel free.
So, is that a crafting roll?
That is a crafting roll, yes.
23.
They have barbed legs, so you could use that would allow that you could possibly craft those into something that would let you cling to something or climb something better.
Ooh, I like that. I'll go ahead and take those things then. Harvest that. Okay. So what else is going on here at the farm? We got these dead bloodsuckers here.
Yeah, you guys, you should be able to. You've got the bodies. You've taken the barbed legs off of them. You can burn them up, kind of thing. There's really nothing else at the farm right now, from what you've seen. You've been out for about 5-6 hours now, rowing around in the jungly sun and heat. And if you want, you can go back and check on JL again. Make sure that they're okay. They're going to be okay.
Wait, was it really just these bugs that was causing so much grief for this person? There's not. I thought she said you're under siege. There's so much going on.
Well, there were 6 of them versus 1 person, and others may have chased the other members out to the outer islands of the farm. You don't know, but this is what you have access to. This is what you've seen. So.
I handled it, and apparently I'm not even trained in magic, so.
Well,
There also may be more.
There may be more. Yes, that's true.
Should we look for a nest or?
Yeah, you guys can search for a nest. Yeah.
Might be a good idea.
why don't me and you, Ishii, do that while Raina goes in to check on the lady?
Sure.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Okay. So roll a perception. I think perception works. I mean, there's no. You guys aren't. None of you are investigators, so it's kind of a. Yeah.
Yeah,
22.
20.
You're thinking that overturned boat that you can see down along the very edge might be a bit of a problem in the long term.
Oh, 24 perception. I bet it's a boat over there.
Raina, Raina's in checking on things, but Lila's like, no, that is the problem.
This boat is a problem. We got to get rid of it. I hope. Oh, you don't.
So
believe how
you're just
fast
gonna
I am.
slosh over there and burn it.
I mean, I don't want to get it too close, but yeah, let's.
Yeah. How
Good.
about I'll lob a flask of oil over there and smash it on that boat, and then you can burn it.
That sounds great. Honestly, I love that for me and for you.
I'm gonna hand over a flask of oil to Ishii and say, "You're probably a little stronger than I am.
Probably.
Why don't you lob that over there and try to hit that boat?"
Yeah, all right. What? Just the
Roll an attack check, ranged.
Oh, I
technically,
don't
you
actually
can-
have
you
that
can
set up.
throw athletics. It is throwing. Athletics works for throwing items.
Okay, all right, cool. I'm very good at that. 28.
You smash it in just the right way. Oil soaks over the top of everything.
All right, I will light it on fire.
Okay.
I got my crossbow out just in case anything comes flying out.
There you
All
go.
right. So you get close enough to hit it with your cone, and it starts on fire. And there is crackling and popping as the boat just kind of dissolves and sinks out. But once it's burnt enough, you can see that there was a massive nest inside that boat where those things were coming from.
Right. If anything, if like nothing flies out of it, I'm gonna just go and kind of like reorganize the fire to like burn any of the nest structure.
Oh. There's some things that come straggling out. Like some of them come out, you take them out pretty quickly. They're smoke and heat damage. They're all on a easy mode for what these things are. So
it's not like Ripley at the end of Aliens, is what you're saying with the flamethrower.
Right. I'm forgetting what movie it was where they had the giant flying insects that were being hit with a tennis racket. I'm forgetting what movie it was off the top of my head. But like whack, whack. They went, yeah, that's kind of how easy it was to take them out. Untrained people with a tennis racket could wipe them out as opposed to, trained fighters and combatants.
All right, we did it. Raina is our friend alive.
High five. Yeah, and here's a nature check from Raina.
Is our friend going to be the queen? Transform or something?
No.
That'd be amazing.
We're not talking Ripley at the end of Aliens 3. No, she was just drained. She seems to be with the right regimen. Raina mixes up some teas and gathers some herbs from the gardens and the fields around nearby and puts them into the puts them up nearby so that JL can heal. And she thanks you for clearing out the nest, having located it. It was she'll send a signal for the others to come back in once she's back up and moving.
Try to eat some red meat. That'll help you recover.
Red meat
Yes.
on an island where there's no goats.
It's fine. Find the goat.
There's those giant bugs.
That's not meat.
Their meat would be red from all the blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that work?
Bugs are absolutely edible.
It's protein. Listen, you need to recover your strength.
There
But if you want to be a picky
there
eater,
are fish farms around, but like nothing serious. So yeah,
All right.
she'll get better. There's enough plants around to supplement. So
a nice
Fresh
bluefin
spinach.
tuna steak. Yeah, there we go. Spinach, kale.
they've got some good jungle, tropical jungle replacements for the stuff we know up here in the cold weather.
Cabbage.
Now that you're feeling at least a little bit better, can you tell us anything about the old gods around here? That's kind of what we're looking for.
Oh,
Any secrets of the old gods? Hey.
were you talking to were you talking to Daniel again? She's Danielle is she's just old. These stories nothing has happened ever. I don't know why she keeps talking about that stuff. She's senile. Nothing to worry about.
I mean, Lila's kind of senile too, but she's insightful at times. And you should always at least try to respect your elders.
You said it. I like that the part where you said I was insightful. I wasn't listening earlier, but I assume it was all compliment.
Absolutely, Lila. Absolutely.
Hey.
Oh, jeez.
While we're sitting here, I'll just go ahead and cast Detect Magic for the funsies.
There is nothing in this place.
I didn't think there would be.
So nothing here that really would work for you or anything to have. So
Well, I guess you said it's getting kind of late at this point. We should probably head on back to that inn.
yep.
Get some rooms and get some studying done on these scrolls.
And we can let the bartender know that we cleared out the farm here.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Is this really what you guys came here for?
No.
Clear mosquitoes out of a farm? They needed the Pathfinders for that?
To be honest, no. It's a bit
No, it's
perplexing.
something else. I find it very interesting that in order you came with us, and I'm just wondering, did you not want to fix your own boat and you just wanted an excuse to get away from it? Like, how come you came with us?
You said you'd drown in the air,
I said,
and I promised
drown in the
that
air.
you wouldn't drown in salt water.
Very good. Very good. Keeping your promises. I'm not senile. I just forget things sometimes.
All right. So you have you do row back to the inn. You guys get a room for the night, so we'll pop you all into the second floor of the inn here.
Ooh, the executive suite.
And this is this room that I've moved you all into here. This is the room with, see, this room has we want you guys over here where the table is. You guys need the table. So this is a 4-person room. There's bunks. It's double bunk. And there's a table with some space to write and do stuff on. And that's what you get. That's what you start working on. You're a little perplexed, but that temple seems to have been, related to something. As Lila and Raina get bow their heads down together to start translating those scrolls. They're working together on that because they both speak Gnomish, and there's room for 2. And when one of them gets tired, Ty can always swap in if he wants. You all go to bed. You've had a good meal. You've been busy today. But then, early in the morning, you hear the door of the inn below you just blast open. Smack, crack, crush. And I should have anyone who wants to work on translating, please just roll a intelligence check, just straight intelligence.
Okay. Here's Raina's 14.
But Jen, I'm gay. I can't roll anything straight. 11.
Here's Ty,
Oh.
18.
18. Okay, so that is going to have to total up. Let's see, that's 5, 3, 4. All right, you haven't fully translated the scrolls yet. It's going to take a total number of points earned on your rolls to get there. So it's just a matter of it's literally a process of time. All right. The doors have blasted open, and you hear, "Help! We need help." What do you do?
Oh, Ty's already out the door. Adventure calls, he goes running.
All right.
I better go with Tybald.
All right, we'll put you back down here. You're on the you all come blasting back out into that first floor.
What's going on? Who called for help?
So
Yeah, who
when
needs
you
this?
come down, you see coming in the door here a dwarf who's just basically just kicked open the door. It's flung wide. It's hit the wall. Help! We need help. We've been attacked. The north village is under siege.
Okay. Well,
Has his
this
crossbow.
sounds like a job for the Pathfinder Society. See, Ishi? This is why we're here.
Ty's
All right.
putting down his crossbow because he had a perfect shot lined up on that dwarf. Just the moment he came down the stairs, it's just lined up. I guess I can't shoot this guy.
Okay. All right. Let's are you guys gonna head up to the North Village then, or what you gonna do?
Yeah, I guess so. But can you clarify more on what's attacking the village?
Yeah, what's going
Scum.
on?
We call them scum.
Scum?
Yep.
We
Let me
should-
clarified.
We should go. We can walk and talk.
We can walk and talk.
The dwarf is bloodied. Like there are cuts across their body. They seem, when you get up to your boat and find the dwarf's boat nearby, it is peppered with spears.
Spears.
And there is a dead dwarf. There's a dead human inside with a spear through their chest, through their back.
Oh my goodness! What happened? Who? The scum attacked you?
Yep, that's what the dwarf said. Scum attacked.
I mean, maybe if you didn't call them scum, they wouldn't attack you. But, I don't know.
Well, come on. You can get in the boat with us. Ishi here is really good at rowing, and on the way you can tell us what the scum are, what they look like, what their abilities might be, and why it is they're attacking your village.
Okay. Yeah. Let's so the dwarf explains that the scum have just always been here. They just occasionally come up and do things. This is how he describes scum. Some kind of fish. They're just fishmen.
That makes sense.
And that they come and they attack every so often, but this time they came in numbers. They fought a few of them off, but there were too many. And he and his friend and they and their friend were the only ones who escaped. They're just exhausted. They look like they've lost everything. They're not they're just slumped over, like everything is lost. It's all is lost.
Damn.
I think I'm gonna have Raina, like as we're going over on the boat, have Raina start patching this dude up with her medical kit.
Sure.
That's a 15.
All right. So the guy does get some hit points back. Not much, but some. They're not in great shape to begin with, and they're emotionally just drained. So.
Okay. Oh, I get a +2 circumstance bonus to when you do treat wounds using nature. So that would have been a 17 in total. I don't know if that makes any difference, but I just read it.
Yeah, that should automatically apply, but it might not be doing that. I don't know for sure. All right, so
Yeah, it looks like it didn't.
Yeah.
that happens. It's roll 20.
Mhm.
So you arrive on the island. And you come in from the west side, the east side of the island. As it's north, but kind of the angle was such that it was easier to get around the massive bunch of lily pads that are in the way by coming from the west. There's a lot of these around here, and so you arrive on the island. I'm going to have you roll initiative at this time.
Click your token.
Click my token.
Oh my God. I rolled a 1.
I am. Oh no! Come on, map. Not right now. Show me me. There I am. Okay.
16. There's been a lot of 20s today.
The gambit here. Nat 1
Nat-
from Ty. Nat 20 from Raina.
Here we go. Time to balance it out with a 19. Hey, that's not so bad.
The great thing is Ty's still at a 9 after a 1.
Well, he's a
All right.
nimble kitty. Everybody knows this.
Okay, so for some reason it didn't add Layla or Raina to the turn order.
I clicked it. I clicked my thing. I did it. Let's get the box
did
around it.
I hate when it does that. It's okay,
Are we going till 6 or I guess 15 more minutes or another hour on top of this?
No, we're only going to go for a few more minutes. So the reason I had you roll initiative is because we're going to be slow. You have a bunch of houses in front of you. You do not know what's going on inside of these houses, in these buildings. All you know is there are buildings there.
Shit. Okay.
So you're going to have to take the time to go through everything.
Wesley was helping himself to my salad just now.
Oh, nice.
Hey.
Is it
Okay, we
good
added
salad?
Raina. We'll make Raina 20.
Yes, he's purring a lot.
No, I said 28. And then we want to add Lila
19.
at 19. And then we will resort everything. Boom, incorrect order. There we go.
Woohoo!
Oh, I thought you said incorrect order, not incorrect as two different words.
It's
In space, correct order.
Yep.
Good
So
news. It's in the wrong order now.
good news, everyone. It's wrong. So this is going to be this is a process for you. You have to figure out what you're going to do, how you're going to do it. I am going to tell you right now that the clearing of this island will result in your next level, as we're going to use a as I'm not using the experience system anymore. We're just looking at how what stages. This island is a clearing. It is a clear gain a level clearing. So whatever you choose to do here will have effects on the future. We've got 13 minutes left, so we will not be proceeding with this portion of the adventure until next time in November. That is November 11th. It is Veterans Day. We will be on and live. And we will see you then, same time, same place. As far as the rest of it goes, yeah, hopefully Gwendolyn can come back. I'm hoping things are good. And family stuff doesn't come up again. I know it's happened. It does happen to all of us. So please join us here, same place, Monday. Tuesday nights. We're doing Tales of the Valiant every Tuesday for Into Avernus. It's a lot of fun. And we're exploring the alpha release of that to see how that compares with just basic D&D. Molly Hits Different is our GM there. And Thursdays starting, I think, in a couple of weeks. Like there's a couple more missed slots, but in a couple of weeks we're looking at Ben Ravensdale is leading the weekly show, what will become a weekly show, the Philly Five, set in the Vigilantes universe, the V universe. And that'll be every Thursday. And then on Saturdays, there's always something happening here. Up next week is Wonderland Complications, followed by Light of Cinders, and the fourth Saturday of the month. And then we're back again on typically on November, the first Saturday in November for another game, and we'll see you then. Before we go, Scruffy, where can we find you again?
Howdy, everybody. I am Matthew R. Dawson, a.k.a. Scruffy Wanderer, on the tweets and the instas and the blue sky. You can find me over on my channel, Random Rhapsody, on YouTube, where we do games every Monday and Wednesday, about 6 to 7 p.m. Central Time.
Billy.
Yeah, thanks for watching. You can find me on my Instagram. It's at DesignBilly. I'm also on Threads on that handle. And I also have a podcast that's on hiatus right now, but we do horror movies. It's called Nothing to Fear. There's an extensive back catalog of over 160 movies for you to check out. And we just released a special edition episode for Friday the 13th, where we talked about Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning. And we're actually looking to restart launching episodes again in the next couple months. So Nothing to Fear podcast, whenever I update it.
And Tensei, where can we find your behind-the-scenes work again?
Well, you can find me personally over on either Blue Sky or Discord and nowhere else at Tensei Dragon, TENSEI DRAGON, and where I'll talk about like all of the stuff I do. I do way too many things. But in particular, if you want to hear more of me, we did just launch a brand new show over on the Bard Rock network of shows called Monster Cafe. It is a Monster of the Week game that follows the Van Helmens family as they travel across the United States, slaying monsters and committing a frankly unreasonable amount of arson. Episode 1 is up wherever you get your podcasts. I play the exact opposite of this, a small 8-year-old boy, so...
Jeez.
All right. And we're glad you guys everyone could join us to watch today. We hope you're having a good time. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye now.
Bye!
Later.